Aloha everyone, my name is Ciana Pelekai and I'm hanging out with Rob on Front Row Live.
I fell in love with your performance, your vocals immediately once you started performing Dance Monkey. And it's a song that I don't feel a lot of people really have tapped for the voice. I've been a fan of her music and everything that she's been doing. So I'm curious, like, what inspired you to do Dance Monkey, and how do you feel like learning it or recreating it? How do you feel that was for you?
Well, a lot of people know me, growing up in Hawaii, performing around the island. I actually perform ballad songs. So I prefer more of a slow type of song. I like R&B, soul. And then for me, one day, I remember I was just on social media, scrolling, and then I saw Dance Monkey pop up and I was like, oh, I like the vibe and I like her voice with it. I was like, oh, she got that rasp. So then when I saw that Dance Monkey was on the list, I was like, oh, maybe I should try it. And even though that is something where I had to step out of my comfort zone trying to do an upbeat song, trying to see what I can do, twisting the R&B with the pop, I came up with an idea that I saw in the past from this other artist, but I realized I wanted to do it a little different. And then again, knowing that I'm an R&B artist, I just wanted to do an arrangement where I slow down the beginning. I had that little slow version, and then I sped it up. Like, it's kind of just like it took a left turn right there. But doing that, I really, really enjoyed it. It's just me having fun, being myself, and kind of just like letting loose and showing the judges or the coaches what I can do as an artist.
That was one of the things that I really loved about it, is that you did change the BPM a little bit. And so I'm curious, in doing so, how do you feel that changed your vocal range as well as like the cadence during the performance?
It changed my vocal range and everything else a lot. Again, this is me just stepping out of my comfort zone. So trying to do an upbeat song, trying to catch my breath, trying to perform. Like, I'm not used to performing and like performing like that, like kind of like moving around. And especially when there's no crowd and audience there, you really have to stay accurate. So trying hitting all the notes, staying on key, not having pitch problems, because again, there's only 4 coaches there. But at the same time, this has been a blessing, and I'm very happy that I was able to do Dance Monkey.
It's interesting that you chose a song that you would challenge yourself in order to kind of introduce your music, your sound, your style to the world. So why did you feel like challenging yourself was the best way to come out on a show like The Voice?
A lot of people tell me, that's you stepping out of your comfort zone. Like, what made you have that challenge, like doing that? This is your first time stepping on the stage, and this is them showing it. For me, I love challenges. I'm the type of person who has a drive to always want to try and succeed or really push myself out there. No matter if I feel uncomfortable, I'm going to try and make it happen, because I know being in this industry and being there on a stage like that in front of celebrity judges, this is your time to really showcase someone that you really want to be in the industry. So for me to do that, I was just like, it never hurts to try. That's how I am. It's like, you only live once. Enjoy the time you have, do whatever you got to do to make it out there. So I was just like, I'm going to do this challenge. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But everything happens for a reason. And, I'm very thankful to just actually do this song. Like, I can't believe I did it, but I did it. It worked out.
Did you find yourself kind of rediscovering yourself as a music or as a singer because maybe you just discovered a new comfortable range for you during the performance of Dance Monkey?
Yes, actually, I did discover myself as an artist. Growing up, I just wanted to do R&B and soul. And then for the past couple of years, I've started to get into pop. Like, I love just the vibe. I love me being able to just have fun, be myself. So for me to do Dance Monkey, it was just like, this is the type of artist I kind of actually want to be, because it's just the way, it's not too much where it comes at you. It's just like hardcore and it's not upbeat, but it's mid-tempo and it's kind of laid back. So you could just be at a party and just be vibing out to it and kind of just letting loose.
Since joining Team Legend, upon your first experience with John in the studio, one, what was that chemistry like for the two of you? And two, how do you feel like he immediately jumped in and said, okay, this is how we're going to make you uncomfortable?
Well, to start off, I am very thankful. I'm very blessed to have this opportunity to have John be my coach. And, since before I even auditioned for the show, I knew John Legend was a coach. And I've always wanted to be on Team Legend. That was my goal, to make it on Team Legend. And now that I'm on Team Legend, it's an amazing feeling. You know, he's believed in me. He said that, you know, it shows that I have the potential to be on the show and to make it far, where he said, you know, you have the range. He made me feel very comfortable and very confident as an artist. So for him to mentor me throughout this process has just been wonderful, you know, and it's a great experience to be able to have that, especially a girl being from Hawaii, not having many opportunities. Now here, stepping on the voice stage, being mentored by the one and only legend, John Legend, it's it's amazing.
You did mention earlier that this song by Tones and I
Mhm.
kind of helped you like rediscover yourself as an artist. Now, to me, it's interesting that it took this song to kind of help you rediscover yourself, because you've done so many covers in the past with your YouTube channel. And so what do you think is different from the YouTube videos that you did, the covers that you did on YouTube, compared to this song? Like, why do you feel like this song was the one that helped you kind of like reimagine yourself in a sense?
Well, for me, when I grew up doing YouTube videos, I would just do ballads. And another thing is, even though I did pop songs, it was just kind of like you're singing it. This song is kind of like you're talking but singing at the same time. And then when Tones and I sang it, I liked how she had that rasp where it's like, they say, oh my God, like that indie tone. And I was like, okay. And even though it's not a song where it's like full on dancing, it's just kind of like a head bop. You know, right when it goes to dance with me, dance with me, dance with me, you kind of just get that like groove. So I was like, oh, that's what I want. You know, when I become an artist and I sing on stage, I want people to be able to just, you know, groove to my song, have fun, and just really enjoy. Because as an artist, that's what I want to do. Is I want to be on stage, I want to inspire others, make people feel comfortable, and make people happy through my music.
Now that you know this, when you go back and look at Bluff or listen to Bluff, how does that change your mindset on that song and basically the type of music that you want to be pursuing?
Yeah, so Bluff is an R&B pop song. That was the first song I ever came out with working with my team, and it was just something different, you know, just um I guess it was very straightforward for that song. And now that I've learned throughout the process of how I want to do music and how I want to create music with my team, now it's like, okay, Bluff, it was straightforward. It was coming, like telling you, you know, I can only give you so much, telling the story, but this time I kind of want to tell the story at the same time, but have a laid back, like be very laid back and chill about it.
I love how you're rediscovering yourself, even though you've
Yeah.
been doing this for such a long time. But like, I love that, like, it's just one little thing can change so many things
Yes,
in your career.
and the reason why I think is because, you know, now that I'm getting older and I'm a young adult now, I'm trying to like figure out what I want to do, because this is a time where we start moving and we start trying to figure out things. Because, you know, when you're younger, you're just singing songs here and there, whatever sounds good. But now I'm like, I really got to focus on what type of artist I want to be.
Yeah, now every little decision that you make could
Yes.
have a huge impact. So
Yes.
so be careful with that. Lastly, what can your fans expect for you know, coming up next for you with this season? Just because I was talking to Gene right before this call, and I was just telling him, like, this season I've covered The Voice for the last, I don't know, I think 10 seasons,
Mhm.
and this season has been so difficult because, or challenging, because there's so many great vocalists, there's so many great
Yes.
singers.
Oh my God, thanks.
So, you know, how do you step it up, and how do you make it better every time, as far as like this season for you?
There is a lot of amazing artists this season, and it's very challenging. I was like, "Hey, I'm coming in and I gotta do the best." You know, next up is battles. So right now I'm just taking it step by step. I'm really trusting the process. That's how I am. I kind of just go with the flow and I focus on me, because, you know, when you're in competition like this, we all have times where we're like, "Oh my God, we're going up against this person. Oh, it's up against this person." But at the end of the day, you're not competing up against all those people. You're competing up against yourself and how you do it as a singer and as a performer. So I believe all it takes is to really stay true to yourself, know your worth, find yourself as an artist, give it your all, and focus on yourself. Because at the end of the day, you're only there for yourself. And this is a time for you as an artist to shine. And that's what I'm doing, is I'm just taking it step by step and doing whatever I got to do, be myself and find who I am as an artist.
I love that you know this. Like, this is, I feel like so many people, so many artists, it takes so many trials and tribulations to get to
Yeah.
this moment where you're at today. So I'm glad that this is the mindset you have while you have this major platform in front of you, because your life has officially changed and it's not going back to what it was before. So congratulations with that. And I'm looking forward to seeing what else comes out of you and your voice.
Thank you so much for having me today.